All right, we're going to get this stream up in here started in a second. Just going to wait for it to fill up a little bit more. Fucking hell, man. What a game. What a game. Holy shit. How y'all doing in the chat, though? Jonathan Rodriguez, I see you. Noah Lane, what's up? How y'all doing? Hurting? I feel you, man. I feel you. I'm about to go on a rant. I'm about to go on a rant. Whew. Just give it a minute here, and we'll get started. Pain is only temporary, but man, Chris, I feel you. I feel you, man. I feel you. It hurts. I know it's temporary. I know losses happen. I know the season is down to the dumps, but it hurts. It still hurts, especially to the Colts. Hey, Wheelock says Salah. Yeah, fuck Salah, man. Oscar Frederico, what's up, man? How you doing? How you doing? This is tough. Tom Haverford. Oh, hey, shout out to if that's a Parks and Rec thing. Nice name. Keke Y, I feel you. Okay. We got enough people in here. Let's get this shit started. What is good? What is up? It's Jordan or Texans thoughts. Actually, you know what? No, not Texans thoughts. I'm pissed off, man. I'm pissed off thoughts. 2 times, man. It's 2 times we should have beat the Colts. But just the craziest ways to lose a game. Like this team, they just continue to find new ways to lose. And it's so maddening. Number 1, because fuck the Colts. Fuck the Colts. But number 2, because Deshaun Watson, man. Deshaun Watson is risking his health. He doesn't need to be out here. He got his contract. He secured the bag. He doesn't need to play these meaningless games. But that's not who he is. That's not who he is whatsoever. He's a leader. He's a winner. He wants to set the tone for the entire franchise because guess what? No one else knows how to do that. No one else is on his level. And we see that every game. We see that every play. Deshaun Watson is carrying this franchise on his back. I mean, get this dude some fucking Advil. Get him a Hot Rocks massage. Get him some acupuncture because his back must be aching, bro. Holy. And yet he continues to come out here every week and give it his all. You know, all the odds were against him, man. And it almost didn't matter. It almost still didn't matter. The offensive line was horrible. They were getting beaten up. Every single one of them. He's out here elevating Chad Hansen, Kahale Waring, and Keke QT to look like solid NFL players, right? And that final drive, horrible clock management. Horrible penalties. Horrible protection. All the odds were against Deshaun. And he still should have had one of the best game-winning drives of like franchise history. It was looking beautiful. But motherfucking Keke QT. The Colts killer. Well, he killed us. He killed us this time. And I get it. It was a hell of a play by Darius Leonard to punch it out. But Keke, man. If this was the first time or the second time in his career that he fumbled, you know, I wouldn't be that pissed off. I wouldn't be that mad. The first time, second time he made a bad play, you know, but it's not the first time. It's not. It happens all the time. It's a pattern, man. It's a theme with him. He'll show great flashes. That makes me very excited. You know, it makes me want to yeet Randall Cobb off this roster and run Keke in the slot, right? But when it matters the most, he's just not tough. He's just not smart. He's just not dependable. Fuck, man. That was painful. That was painful. It's not Watson's fault. Absolutely not. Buckner 3 sacks. And Buckner was playing like half the damn game, man. Half the damn game. If only Keke was tackled. Yeah, Keke, he was caught trying to do too much. He was caught trying to do too much, right? He wanted to be a hero. He wanted to make a play, and I get it. You want to be that guy to win the game for your team. But just secure the ball, man. Catch it and tuck it. He was doing all this wild stuff, trying to bounce off tackles. Like, just play it safe, man. There's still enough time on the clock to go up there and spike the ball and live to see another day. It's just real frustrating, man. Billy O smiling right now. Hey, he called it. No, I'm kidding. I still think you got to give Keke a chance. A lot of you guys are asking what to do with Keke in the future. You know, you got to at least give him a chance. He's shown so much potential, and he needs the right coaching for sure. I think you have to get a better wide receiver coach. That's not a question. Actually coach this dude up. The fundamentals, just ball security, man. It's not that hard. It's these little things. If you can get that down, he's such a special slot wide receiver. You do not find slot wide receivers who are as dynamic as him nowadays. And a dynamic slot wide receiver can completely change the game. Completely. Oh my goodness. Let me tweet out this link real quick. Give me all 1 second. 1 second. I know y'all. Kale, though, yeah, we finally saw him do something. All right, sent the tweet. We done. There we go. Kale finally did a thing. Michael, Paul, Lucien, how y'all doing? Yeah, he finally did a thing, and it wasn't just like this first catch, really cool, little thing out the slant, out the flat, but then the second one, that post over the middle, ooh, that was nice. That was nice. Going up and high point that. Good ball, great ball by Watson. And that's the thing with Waring. And the few snaps that I've seen of him and watching the film and being able to see his routes down the field, Kale, he's a pretty solid route runner. He's pretty good, and he's got the athleticism that he's scary. He can be that mismatch weapon. He can potentially be that Travis Kelce that we really want, right? He's nowhere near that, but he has the kind of ceiling for it, is what I'm saying. Anthony Meyer, yeah, man. What the fuck, man? What the fuck was this game? Holy shit. I don't know what it is with the Colts. They got a curse on us or something this year. They got some magic voodoo. Oh my Lord, it's crazy. Terrible in the run game. You're absolutely right. Or sorry, in the red zone. You're absolutely right, Diego. We had so many chances in the red zone, we just couldn't punch it in. And that's what the Colts defense does, man. They are really good at when the field is condensed in the red zone, their zones, they work so well because you can't just spread them out now. You can't just throw behind linebackers in front of the safeties, right? All the field is condensed. It's harder to zip a ball in there. And on top of that, we also have a horrible scheme. We're not scheming up any advantages in the red zone. Nothing is seeing creative, nothing to see an advantage, nothing to put defenders in a conflict of assignment. It's horrible. Horrible. Oh, we got Father Griffin coming in here because he's a Texans Thoughts team member. So I'm gonna have to read his comment first. But seeing DJ use more in the pass game was pretty refreshing, to be honest. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Definitely looking at positives of the game, like the coaching staff. Hey, it took 14 weeks, but we use David Johnson in the passing game. Finally, that's how he should have been used this entire time. And a little rant on David Johnson, but if you guys notice, every time he misses some time, whether it was from COVID or whether from the injury, when he comes back, that first game back, you'll see he's got his legs under him a little bit more. He's got a little bit more juice. He's not as gassed as before. And he can make some cuts. He can make some things happen. It's a little bit better. Still not great. Still not worth the contract. Still not worth the trade. But it's a little bit better. And so that's the thing with David Johnson is he's not the athlete that he used to be. So his time, his snaps on the field, it needs to be managed, in my opinion. The best version of David Johnson that you can possibly get is if he's playing around 50% of the snaps. Make sure he's fresh. Make sure he's got energy so that he can make those cuts and get that yak. Dabble for head coach. Hey, this man Ilias, is that how you pronounce it? Is a smart man. This is a smart man. I'm very high on Brian Dabble. I'll probably be making a video on him very soon. But yeah, I'm definitely for Dabble being head coach. DJ's feet loaded moving quicksand. Yeah, most of the time, unless he got his legs under him. Texan strategy equals Watson do stuff. Yeah. And it's a good strategy if your entire team isn't being a detriment to him. If your play calling doesn't suck. If your running backs can't pick up yards. If your offensive line can actually block. If your wide receivers don't fumble the ball on the goal line. Then it works. But Watson needs more help, man. He can't just be doing it all. There's so many things to fix on this Texans team. I don't see us winning a Super Bowl next year. No. I don't even think the biggest of optimists could possibly think that Texans are going to go all the way to the Super Bowl next year. Number one, there's not enough talent on this team. There's a lot of holes. Number two, when you're going with a transition period with a new head coach, with a new GM, I don't think it's ever been in the first year they win a Super Bowl, right? So it's just not realistic, unfortunately. Chris, my man, Chris. Chris is a smart man. This is my philosophy right here too. Trenches. Invest in the trenches. Because that's how you win games. Games are won and lost in the trenches. Our offensive line got beaten up the entire game. Their defensive line dominated us. Their offensive line pushed around our defensive line. And we see it time and time again this entire season. Deshaun Watson is scrambling for his life. That interior of the offensive line needs to be fixed, and our defensive line needs to be bolstered because we can't just be having people run down our throats all damn season. Roby probably won't be on the Texans next year. Probably not, especially if you get a GM that actually cares about culture. How you like seeing some of the other running backs get action? Yeah, this is another point I want to talk about this game. Loved what I saw out of Buddy Howell. Loved what I saw out of Scotty Phillips. Scotty Phillips is my guy. I've been on him since we signed him as UDFA out of Ole Miss. I think he's the best pure runner on this team. He's got juice to him. He can do some stuff in the passing game. He can do a little bit of everything, even return kicks. And so he's definitely someone who deserves a lot more snaps. Personally, if it was up to me, I'm splitting the snaps between Buddy Howell and Scotty Phillips. That's it. Rest of the way, 50-50. Take them. Show us what they can do. I don't want to see no more David Johnson. We know what he can do. All right? We know what he can do. Let's see the Buddy and Phillips show. Who is your favorite third-round draft pick? Great question. I love draft season, and I'm going to be having a lot more draft videos coming out for y'all. If y'all want to see kind of my thought process behind my film breakdowns and how I break down and how I scout college guys, I've already uploaded 3 videos to the Texans Thoughts team members. It's an exclusive video if you join the membership. And there's 3 videos on, I think, like around 10 guys in total that I've already scouted and broken down, and I'm writing articles about them, and I'll have videos about them soon. But if you want to get that insider access, see what goes on in my brain behind the scenes, then hit that join button, man. Who you got replacing Devlin? Did you have another question before that, Father Griffin? No, that's it. Okay, who I got replacing Devlin? I haven't done as much research with the offensive line coaches as I have for GMs and head coach, but a replacement for Mike Devlin is Mike Munchak. He is currently the Denver Broncos offensive line coach. And, it's rare that someone will make like a lateral move like that. Like that doesn't happen all the time. Go from offensive line coach of one team to offensive line another coach, right? People want to get promoted, right? I get that. But with Munchak, he's done this a couple times now. And I think for him, it's not so much of trying to climb that ladder anymore. It's for him trying to just build up these shitty offensive lines and these shitty offensive linemen and make them a bit better. It's more of like a pride thing for him in that sense. And so what he's done with Denver, he's taken Garrett Bowles, who is one of the worst left tackles in the entire league, and he's made him a pretty solid player. He's fixed him. And so when you talk about that, it shows good results. And I want to see good results. What have you done in the past, right? And so thinking about that, let's think about what he can do with Titus Howard, man. Titus Howard is an athletic specimen. He's a moldable ball of clay. He has tons of potential that is being wasted behind Mike Devlin. Mike Devlin is not the guy whatsoever. He is the number one guy who needs to go after Easterby is fired, after Romeo Crennel is fired, right? Devlin got to go. Can't have it. So that would be my number one pick right now. Hope Colts keep Rivers next year because he sucks. Rivers, but he's not the guy to win them anything, really. I'm very worried about Deshaun Watson. I'm very worried as well, man. Oh, Pat, my guy, Patrick Storm. I love you, man. Thank you for the $2. Thank you very much. Pat is our social media director out of Texans Unfiltered. Does a lot of great stuff for us. And definitely check him out on Twitter. He just wrote an article, I'm pretty sure. So go check out the site, check that out. But appreciate you, Pat, for the support. Much love. Like Buddy Howell. We beat the Bengals. Yeah, we beat the Bengals. Look what we just did to the Colts. We beaten the Bengals, Paul. We beaten the Bengals. Come on now. What do you think about Kahale? Yeah, I said before, but Caleb Gordon. Kahale showed good things. He showed good things. That post over the middle catch, that was great. Good hands. Finally, he got a ball. His first 2 other targets in his career were incomplete. And he's getting his feet wet. He's getting in the groove of things. We got to give him time. I like that the Texans are finally giving him snaps. We got to see what he's got. And Akins and Fells have been pissing me off. So let's see what we got with Kahale. Pat Storm is the man. Pat, yeah. See, the guys love Pat. How can you not love Pat? Just how it's important that the Jets get the first pick. I mean, yeah. Of course, Trevor Lawrence is way better than Justin Fields, top 2 quarterbacks. Trevor Lawrence is way out of Justin Fields' league, in my opinion. I think he's ready day one, and I think he can actually turn around that franchise if they give him help. They got to get that GM hire right, though. I think we should trade Cobb and Cooks for draft capital. I think we should keep Keke over Cobb because of this youth and overall talent. I'm absolutely with you. Hanson and Fuller are great receivers to keep. Oh, yeah. So, number one, Fuller is coming back this season. There's no way Deshaun Watson is not going to have him back. So, he's back. Pencil his name in. I'm definitely down for trading Cooks. Cobb has got some dead cap, attached to his contract, so it makes it a bit harder. But with Cooks, definitely get him out of there. He's a good wide receiver too. But I think for his production, we can get that same type of production, that same type of skill set for a much cheaper price, whether it's in the draft or whether it's in a cheaper free agent. So I'm definitely with you. Tunsil Loki killed us on that third inches. Was it Tunsil? I think it was Rod Johnson on that third inches, but yeah, Tunsil had a false start as well. He has not been playing like his usually elite talent ever since he had that illness and he missed like 1 or 2 games, I believe. But he gonna be back. He can be back. He can be back to his elite level next season. I believe in that. If only Bill O'Brien didn't trade D-Hop. Yep. Ideal off season in your mind. I made a video on that for my Texans Thoughts team members. So, I'm not gonna give away all my secrets. But in a nutshell, I'll give you all my first 2. Ideal head coach and GM is, Eric Bieniemy and Ed Dodds. The 2 don't really have a connection like that, but those are my 2 number guys in both those spots. We get those guys locked down, great things are going to happen. Hire a new offensive line coach. We get rid of some of the bad overpaid contracts on our team, bring in more valuable contracts where, maybe it's a 1 or 2 year deal for a veteran stopgap, try and get us through this rebuilding period, teach up the young guys. But we definitely need to bolster the offensive line and the defensive line and then get ourselves a new wide receiver and running back, in my opinion, and address the secondary as well. That's kind of a broad sense of my offseason plan. What do I think about Blacklock? Blacklock's letting me down, man. I'm not liking what I'm seeing. I gotta be honest. I'm not liking what I'm seeing. And there's a few reasons why he's not playing up to, where we kind of hope for him. Number one, he's not playing fast. At TCU, he play fast. He reads things instantly, real quick. He will go shoot a double, right? We'll go split that double team. Great play, hell of a play. We need that on our team. But right now, he's not playing fast because rookies, it takes a little bit, especially defensive tackles. It takes a little bit for the speed of the game to catch up. And so once that happens, once he kind of grows into his grown man body, puts on some weight, some strength, he's going to be all right, I think. We got to preach patience with Ross Blacklock. Merck got a tackle. Merck ain't MIA anymore. Merck ain't MIA. We found him. We found Merck. Let's go. Finally, man. Sign Merck. Yeah, no, see, that's why you ain't the GM, Stephen Brown. I'm sorry, no. That ain't happening. Yeah, Deshaun Watson wants Eric Bieniemy. Exactly. The entire locker room wants Eric Bieniemy. They know how special he can be. We still have a top passing offense. So even without Hop, they'd be in the same situation. I know. I hear where you're coming from, man. Hop wouldn't have saved this season. There's too many problems that are wrong with this team. Would I love to have Hop on this team? Absolutely. Absolutely. But he's not. And we got to move on. And he wouldn't have had us make the playoffs this season. He wouldn't have. There's too many issues, right? So who's better, David or Duke? Duke Johnson, all the way, man. Duke Johnson. I'm glad Scotty Phillips was able to play. He seemed just as good as David with his limited playing time. Y'all see Scotty Phillips' first, was it only carry of the game? But his first carry, definitely, he was shot out of a cannon, man. He was shot out of a cannon. I like the juice that he plays with, and he even showed a little bit some on the return game, and that's definitely valuable. Definitely valuable. Like I said, he can do a little bit of everything, so I like him for sure. Who do I like at running back that we can get in this offseason? So running back is so scheme dependent, so offensive line dependent, and because of that, I don't want us paying big money to any running back. I don't want us paying big money to Aaron Jones, to Todd Gurley, to Kenyon Drake, right? Because even those guys aren't going to be able to run behind our shitty interior offensive line. They just aren't. So much of running back success is dependent on the entire system around them and not just their pure talent, right? So there's some value guys that we could go. In terms of free agents, I like Gus Edwards. Gus Edwards is a solid pickup if we want to go through with a gap power scheme. He's running real hard for the Ravens. I like him a lot. And then in the draft, some names, definitely want to go late round pick. It's a very, very deep running back class. Take advantage of that. And so some names I like later in the draft, Jarrett Patterson out of Buffalo, Zamir White out of Georgia. I like Trey Sermon. Y'all saw his big game with Ohio State yesterday. But I'll definitely be doing a lot more of those. I'll do running back targets for free agents. I'll do free agent targets. I'll do draft target videos. Definitely coming up after the season. It's hard for rookies to know what's going on when the coach doesn't even. Exactly, man. Exactly. These coaches do not know what they're doing. I really hate the Colts, man. I feel you, bro. I feel you. 100% fuck the Colts. You think the Colts could trade for Darnold this offseason? That would be wild. They're a quarterback away, man. As much as it pains me to say that, they are a quarterback away. It's true. They're a scary team. But Darnold, maybe what's his face? Carson Wentz. I don't know. His contract. Whew, wild. Why do they keep dropping Martin into coverage? I don't know, Chris. Because they stupid. And they got to rush JJ and they got to rush Merck off the edge, right? Because that's their guys. That's why. It's not like Anthony Weaver. He's got to play locker room politics. You really can't bench your locker room leader with Merck, your $54 million man, for a like somewhat unproven edge rusher in the GOAT, right? So it sucks. It is what it is. They got to ship Merck out, give the GOAT the snaps he deserves. Wide receiver this offseason. Yup, we definitely could make some changes there, but we also got some young depth on the team. So I think Howell could be a star. He's cool, man. He's cool. I don't think he'll ever be a star, but he can be a solid running back in a committee if we want to go with. I think a good idea for our running back room next year is run Buddy Howell, run Scotty Phillips, and draft another dude. And you got kind of this three-headed monster, go with what the Ravens like to do. Keep all these guys fresh, rotate them in and out. Same with the 49ers. They got all these backs that are interchangeable. You keeping them all fresh, they can all go 110% every time they're out there on the field. I think that is a much better formula than what the Texans are doing currently with David Johnson, where he's always going to be playing 80 to 90% of the snaps. And he's just not a bell cow back like that. There's not many of them in the league. He's not Derrick Henry. That's just not who he is, right? Yeah, that's a great point, Lucian. I do think I think it's forced Watson to take that next step in his game, in his development, and just making full field reads very, very quickly. He's reading the defense at the best level I've ever seen him read the defense. He's playing at a super high level, and that step is definitely partly because he's got to move on without his wide receiver one. He's got to move the ball. Did we get another donation? We got another donation up in here? How'd I miss that? Where'd that go? Wait. Where did what? Oh, it's right there. I'm cool. 456. Much love, my dude. Dude, I love what you're doing. Keep doing it, man. FTC, fuck the Colts. Thank you so much. I'm cool. 456. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the donations, man. It's really humbling and really amazing to see that. You guys show me a lot of support. And I love it. I appreciate it so much. I love doing this for y'all, and I'm gonna keep grinding for y'all. Appreciate y'all. Gus the bus. Jamal Williams, that was the other name I was thinking about. So Gus Edwards, if we want to run a power heavy scheme, Jamal Williams, if we want to run a zone heavy scheme. Those are two very good running back targets that I would like for us for sure. My boy Cunningham made some great stops today. Hey, wait, no, Chris, you're lying. No, I can't deal with this right now, Chris. I'm in too much pain. But my boy Cunningham, yeah, man. Cunningham, there was a lot of plays where he was unblocked, where the offensive lineman doesn't get to the second level, doesn't make contact on him, and he doesn't have to shed a block. And when he's in that position, you see the potential. You see the Pro Bowl, All-Pro potential. And so we need a stud nose tackle this offseason to keep him clean, to keep double teams off of him. And number one guy I like for that role is Dalvin Tomlinson of the Giants. I don't think he's going to get a huge contract, but he could be a very, very valuable player for us. Fuck the Colts. What? Okay, Fell's gone this offseason, right? He better be, man. I know they signed him into extension, but they can cut him, man. We got too many tight ends on this roster that need more snaps over him. What do we do with our interior offensive line? Replace, or are they coachable? Okay, 3 guys we got to deal with, right? Zach Fulton, number 1. Get him the fuck out of here. Yeet him off this roster. Get him out of here. Not coachable. I don't think so. He's at the point of his career where I don't think there's much you can do to save him because number 1, he's he's waning. Christopher. Oh my Lord. Sorry, 1 second about the interior offensive line, but Christopher, y'all too kind. Y'all too kind today. $10? Hey, man, thanks for expanding my knowledge of the team. I'm 17, and man, I learned a lot more than I ever have about football from you. That's honestly, you don't know how much that means to me, Christopher, because that's exactly why I've done this, really. I think I was around 17 when I really started getting into learning about the game and finding a love in that, because I love, like, watching the game is one thing, but learning about the X's and O's and everything that comes within the game is so much fun, man. So much fun. I love it. And so for me to be able to help you in that dream, in that process, whatever it may be, I'm really happy for you, man. I'm really humbled that you appreciate me. Thank you so much for the donation, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. But back to Eric Marquez. And what do we do with the interior offensive line? Zach Fulton, get him out of here. I'm done with him. I can't deal with his ass. Nick Martin, it's hard this year because of his contract. I think we have to ride him out for one more year, and let's see what this new offensive line coach can do. But then in 2021, if Nick Martin's still hot booty trash, get him out of here, because then we can cut him for minimal dead cap with his contract. Max Sharping, you got to keep him. I think he's coachable for sure. I think we saw in his rookie year that he had already made a step from college. But then he's regressed this year. He's had some bad moments, and they're just completely screwing with his confidence, completely, which dragging him in out of the lineup, rotating him in, and it's horrible. And so you keep Sharping, you keep Martin for one more year at least, see what they can do, develop, and then either sign a guy in the free agency or draft one. There's a lot of solid guys in the mid rounds that we can draft, and I'll have some names for y'all later. I'll have some scouting reports for sure. Fuck out of here, Chris. I hate Kuzma. No. Texans Thoughts Discord. That would be sick. Hey, there is a Discord. There is a Discord. It is exclusive. Now, if you want to help support me and my goal in this becoming, a full-time thing, and my goal in this becoming a career path potentially, you can join. You can hit the join button below the video. Join the Texans Thoughts team. You get access to an exclusive Discord. We talk in live game on live game days. I'll answer any questions you want. We talk about a whole lot of things. Any questions you want to ask me, and then you also get exclusive videos. You get one exclusive video a month, and then right now I'm doing all these NFL draft videos. So many. I've got 3 up already on like 7 or 9 guys, 9 prospects that I've scouted. So you're getting those right now during draft season while it's ramping up. And yeah, if that's interests you, for sure. Oh my, what is going on today, y'all? Y'all are too kind. After a loss too. Oh my Lord, Damian Laverne. Excuse me if I pronounced that wrong, but he says, "Get this trending, clueless Cal and jerk off Jack." Those are hell of a hashtags right there. I like that. Clueless Cal, 100%, 100%. He doesn't know what he's doing. And that's why he has to go out. He has to hire Corn and Ferry. That's why he has to go out and make up this imaginary committee where he's really just asking people for advice. But, he doesn't know what he's doing. And, it's good for him to kind of go out there and ask other people, so he's not just continuously making these mistakes, continuously trusting the wrong people, trusting Bill O'Brien, trusting Joke Easterby. So I'm happy that he's going out and he's getting different opinions, because you're right. You're right, Damien. He is clueless. Why am I lagging? Am I back now? We good? We good? Oh my God. Wait, first of all, hit me up with the thumbs up, or are we good in the chat if we're good? I know I was lagging there for a second. We're good? Okay, I think we're good. Damn, I just saw the notification. Kuzma gets a $40 million extension. Fuck. Any Laker fans out here, but we got a new member. Hey, we got a new member, Jacob Ingebrand. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining the Texans Thoughts team. Appreciate you. Check out all the posts for community. Okay, Daddy Rage says thumbs up. Perfect. Thank you, Chris, too. But yeah, check out all the posts in the community tab. Tons of posts, tons of videos. I believe there's 3 exclusive videos talking about the Texans in general, and then there's going to be 3 more about NFL draft prospects. And check out the Discord. Make sure to join the Discord for sure. Chris, how do I become a member? Is there a link? You see that beautiful join button below the video? It should be right beside the subscribe button. So number 1, if you ain't already subscribed, hit that beautiful subscribe button for your boy. Number 2, hit the join button. Join the join train. We got, oh my God, we got all these new members. Thank you, Christopher Maldonado. Appreciate you. You are coming through. You are the king of this stream right now. I appreciate you very much for the support, brother. Much love, much love, much love. Easterby needs to go 100,000 million quadrillion %. If Easterby lasts one more second on this team after that final whistle goes when we play the Titans in week 17, I will be pissed. I will be pissed because there's no reason for him to be part of this franchise, for his name to be synonymous with the Texans anymore. Have you all seen the article that got put out on him a couple weeks ago or a week ago? That shit is crazy. Oh my God. He's out here stalking players and coaching staff members. He's a psychopath, man. He is not good at his job. No join button. I think I can't join because of where I live. They ain't doing you dirty like that, Chris. What? Let me find. I'll get y'all a link. I'll get you a link, Chris. Don't worry. I got you. Give me 1 second right here. Give me 1 second. I got you. Where you live, Chris? Why are they holding back on these dang join features for you? You live in Antarctica? Like where you live and they can't let you join a membership? Memberships. Okay, I got the link. I'm putting it in the chat. I got the link. Y'all want to join? Become a member. We got 2 new members today. Appreciate y'all both so much, very, very much. Hit that link if you don't already see the join button below the video. Oh, we got 3. No Mercy. That's a dope name, by the way. But No Mercy, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Hope y'all do enjoy the exclusive content that is out there for y'all. And Puerto Rico, what the fuck? I'm basically part of that. They playing y'all. They playing you, Chris. Y'all gotta. I don't know what's. Oh, we got 4. 1 second. Let me get to Jacob's question. Where it says chat, publicly click the $ next to it, and there should be a 3 options. Choose. Oh, Jacob. That's why Jacob the man. Right here. He's helping y'all out. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Where's the link on this article on Jack? I'm gonna find it. I got you, Manuel, because you got to read that shit. But Raul Treviso. I'm horrible with names. Raul Treviso. That's how I'm gonna try and pronounce it. But thank you, brother. Thank you for joining. Let me go find this Jack Easterby article because it is wild. I think it's this one, December 10th. Chaos and Mistrust. There's 2 of these in here. Let me see. Okay, I'll put them both in the thing. There's one on Jack Easterby being horrible and why he should be fired. And here's another one. Are these the same thing? Why are they both on Sports Illustrated and both on the same dang day? Oh, man. Do you think we'll keep Weaver or Crennel as DC or get a new one? Nah, they got to go. They both got to go. There's no way. We have to get a new one. I think the new head coach that comes in here, whoever it is, they're going to want a new guy for sure. $2 super sticker, Caleb Gordon. Caleb, appreciate you, brother. You've been a long-time supporter. You're a Texans thoughts team member, and I appreciate that, man. $2. Oh my God, I'm a rich man. I am a rich man today. And here's the thing. Is, everything that you guys help me out with, every dollar of ad revenue, every little donation, I'm going to do my very best to invest this back into the channel, to up the quality, get a better mic, get a better camera, whatever it is. I eventually need a better computer because my MacBook is horrible and I got 17 different viruses that are killing it. But, I'm going to do my best to improve the quality product for you guys. So I appreciate the support for sure. From a non-Rocket fan, do you think the Rockets should try and get Ben Simmons for Harden? Oh, absolutely. So there are 2 guys that I think the Rockets need to get out of a James Harden trade. But number 1 is Ben Simmons, and number 2 is Jaylen Brown. If the trades don't start with either of those 2 players, I'm hanging up. Pascal Siakam actually as well, because the Raptors are rumored to be interested as well. One of those 3 guys has got to be in the trade. Absolutely. I think if you can get Ben Simmons, what was the rumor trade? Ben Simmons, Matisse Thybulle, and 3 first-round picks. That's a great haul. That is a great haul. Honestly, I do Ben Simmons and 3 first-round picks because I think Ben Simmons is that dang good. He's 24. He still don't have a jump shot, but he got time. You give him the right head coach, get him motivated to want to win a ring, and he gonna get a jumper. And once he gets a jumper, it's over. He's like best player in the league type of talent if he gets a jumper, because he's a lockdown defender, one of the best passers in the game. And he's crazy. Am I familiar with DeMonte Coxey? No, I'm not. I apologize, man. I don't even know who that is. I've heard the name. It rings a bell, but I don't know. But I'll definitely check him out for sure. Get the fuck out of here. Who the fuck let this dude in? Who the fuck let this dude in? Kyle look good and Chad Hansen, absolutely. They're making plays when when their name is called. Do I think that they're going to be studs and stars and superstars and Pro Bowlers? No, probably not. But they can be solid role players. I think Chad Hansen is a very high level wide receiver 3, and he can be a very big part of our future. I think he'll be valuable. We were good, but no talent besides injuries. Yeah, he's not got a lot to work with. And so you have to kind of factor that into his evaluation. But he's also doing so many things that are just so wild and so horrible. Number one, making Lonnie Johnson go play safety after just 1 year at cornerback. Number two, the fact that Lonnie Johnson didn't know that he was going to play safety going into the offseason. He was training at cornerback, and then boom, they just make him go play safety. That's horrible. Number two, because of Lonnie Johnson going play safety, now you got Lonnie Johnson and Justin Reed as your 2 safeties. Now Eric Murray is forced down into the nickel. And if you guys remember the video I made on him, I said he's not good at nickel. He's decent at safety. He's not going to be a liability, but he is a liability at nickel. And so because of that, now he's at nickel. Now Vernon Hargreaves is outside, right, to fill that hole by Lonnie Johnson, who is now at safety, right? You see the cycle. You see how it works. And Vernon Hargreaves is not an outside cornerback, not at all. And so I think there's a lot of wild things that Weaver are doing. That's not great. Time to click on the ads. Hey, be more like Lucien Rose, man. Lucien is doing it right. Time to click on every ads. Hey, I'm not going to stop you. If that's what you want to do. You said it, not me. I ain't paying y'all to click on them, right? They're cleaning house. I hope so, man. Get that broom out. Get that broom out and sweep them away, man. Put them away. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of all Rack, Tim Kelly, Mike Devlin, Anthony Weaver, the D-line coach, the linebacker coach, cornerback coach, wide receiver coach, safety coach, everyone, they got to go. The janitor got to go. The water boy got to go. You got the guy who inflates the damn footballs. He got to go. I don't want to see one of them. Not one of them. That loss was suicidal. I feel you, Sam. I'm in pain. I'm moving to Spain without the S. I'm feeling plain without the L. I'm sniffing paint without the T. It's horrible. Watson's so goddamn good. Focus really got to be on those 3 interior linemen. Absolutely. Getting sacked far too much considering how quickly he's throwing at it at times. Exactly, man. He's playing at the highest level. He's getting the ball out quick. He's reading defenses so damn well. But the thing is, with offensive line play, you can't have a bad interior. You can deal with bad tackles because they're going to give up pressure on the edge, right? But if your pocket is sound in the interior, the quarterback can step up. You can step up away from the exterior pressure. But if your interior is fucked, you're fucked. There's no chance. There's absolutely no chance. Or do Ben Simmons straight up? Ooh, that's wild. That's a hot take. I think you can get a little bit more for sure. You can get a little bit more. He's physical. We from Memphis. I think Coxey's a good fit. Wide receiver. He's not a running back, right? Running back. I like Kenneth Gainwell. I like Kenneth Gainwell a lot. He'd be a good fit in the 4th round for us, I think, if he falls there. I wouldn't take him in the 3rd. I don't want to take a running back that high unless it's Najee Harris. But Najee Harris ain't going to be there. Najee Harris is crazy. Can we talk about Najee Harris? Najee Harris putting up 5 damn touchdowns on who did they play? On Florida's head. Whew. He Derrick Henry, but he makes an impact in the passing game. That's crazy. I think if Conley played Lonnie at safety, wouldn't have been a bad move. I agree with you. I like the idea of Conley and Roby on the outside, those locking him down. And then I think Lonnie, his best position is being that lockdown guy versus tight ends. And I think he's solid in the box. He can come down and he'll make some tackles. He'll play hard. He'll play fast. You got to learn how to slow down and really tackle. But that's coachable, right? And he's got the mentality that you want out of a guy in the box. Hey, I'll take Allen Robinson and free agent in the offseason. Oh, yeah. Allen Robinson want to come here. You want to get away from Nick Foles, from Mitch Trubisky. What? Come here. Come finally play with a good quarterback for the first time in your entire career. Can you imagine the numbers that Allen Robinson is going to put up with Deshaun freaking Watson? He's already putting up crazy numbers over his career. He is such a dependable dude. He is DeAndre Hopkins, but has a little bit more juice. He's got a little bit more explosiveness. He's a freak, man. He is a freak. I would absolutely hands down take Allen Robinson in free agency. Yeah, you got to give him the bag, but Watson needs a wide receiver one. And yeah, I love Fuller, but if I'm paying Fuller and Allen Robinson the same amount of money, that's no question. That's no question. Allen Robinson is a stud. Do you feel Grenard should play end? Do you mean 3-4 end? Because he's definitely more of an edge guy. I think he's fine in a 4-3 edge role, or he's fine in a 3-4 outside linebacker role. I think with Grenard, same thing with Blacklock. We got to preach patience. These guys they're not first round picks, right? And not all of these mid round picks are gonna be day one starters. They're not gonna be valuable, right? They got to take time. And I think that Grenard, he's gonna get down because I really like his tape from Florida. Oh, two people now are saying Ben Simmons. How do I kick someone from a YouTube stream? Can someone Google that for me, please? Two people like Ben Simmons straight up for Harden. God damn. Back to cornerback and play Vernon Hargreaves at cornerback 2, Eric Murray at safety, and put AJ Moore at the other safety slot. That's a good plan, Daddy Rage. That's a good plan. My only thing with Lonnie is I don't want to move him back to cornerback in the middle of the season. I guess at the end of the season now, but there's no point. He's been building up his repertoire, his comfortability at safety, and he's making some improvements. He has. I'll do a full video breakdown on how Lonnie Johnson fits at safety after the season is over. I've already got most of the clips ready for it. But if you want to make that move to cornerback, I get it, but do it in the offseason when he has that offseason to learn and retrain his brain and his movements and his muscle memories. Don't do it during the middle of the season. That's just going to fuck with him. I think Waring and Akins should be our tight ends of the future. A very good one, too. Akins is pissing me off this season a little bit. He's just been too inconsistent for my liking, man. So many times he's running the wrong routes, or he stops running, or he drops the ball, and it's pissing me off. I cannot lie. But we know the ceiling with him is crazy. He's a crazy athlete. He's got to get his route running down. He's got to get his knowledge of the offense down and have that chemistry with Deshaun, because there's not many athletic tight ends. There's not many tight ends who are as athletic as him, and that's hard to find for sure. That Harden can be our yeah, let's do it. Man. I don't know what that dude is on, but he looking large sometimes, man. After we play the Titans, the defense. After we play the Titans, the defense, but Zach Cunningham and Tyrell Adams. I don't know what you're trying to say there, man. Maybe I missed part of it. I doubt Gainwell's there in the fourth. Yeah, I feel that. Gave in and regretted it. I watched. Yeah, we shouldn't have. It is what it is, man. They gonna build up our hope that we gonna get a dub, but it is what it is, man. Pain. Jacob Martin should be starting. Preach it, man. Preach it from the heavens. Scream it, man. Scream it. Jacob Martin, the GOAT. Start him. Saw your tweet earlier. If you guys aren't following me on Twitter, go check out Texans_thoughts if you like that type of thing. Live game tweets. I'll do film breakdowns there, post articles there. My videos, you get updates on videos, stuff like that. Do a lot of tweeting. I'm a little too addicted to tweeting, cannot lie. But do you think Brandon Cooks will be back next year? What about Fuller? What about a vid on who you think our wide receiver core will be next year? That's funny. You say that question on what our wide receiver core will be next year, because I made a video. It's one of the exclusive videos if you join and become a member. But I talked about a plan for wide receiver. And I gave two different options that we could do. One involving Cooks, one not involving Cooks. But I think with Cooks, it's kind of necessary that you restructure his contract. He's making too much money right now. And so that's definitely something that you got to do. If he's not willing to do that, you got to move on. You can cut him and not take a penalty. But you just traded a second round pick for him. Do you really want to cut him and not get anything in return? So I think you try and trade Brandon Cooks. Try and at least get a fourth round pick back before you cut him. And then yeah. And what about Fuller? I definitely think he's going to be back with us. 100%, 110%, because Deshaun Watson loves Will Fuller. He can time them out. You know what? This dude's being a little nice. John's being nice. I don't really hate the fans of any team. I just, it's rivalries. It is what it is, right? Every team hates another team. I think you win next week though. Yeah, fuck the Bengals. Fuck the Bengals. Do you think we re-sign Conley? I do. I think we give him a 1-year deal. And that's because no team is going to give him big money. He's not proven enough. And there have been reports and rumors, and I've heard people that he wants to be back with us. There's mutual interest on both sides. And so I think we give him a 1-year prove-it deal. Hey, can you do it again? Because we saw nothing from you this year. Nothing. So you got to prove it before we give you the bag. Thank you, Sam. Good. Sam's smart, man. Sam's smart, man. Sam's smart, man. Don't be flipping him left and right. Keep him at safety. Let him learn safety. We got all slot, but not 1 and 2 corner. Yeah, we need to find a number 1 corner this offseason. And my favorite name for that is William Jackson III. William Jackson III, currently cornerback for the Bengals. Whew, he's nice. He's nice, and he's a man cover corner. And so he's someone you can stick on the number 1 wide receiver, and you can be confident in his ability, right? So I like him a lot. Jacob, we got Jacob. Yeah, Blacklock and Renard are late round picks, so it's going to take more time for them to convert to NFL standards. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. But they're going to be fine. We got some guys to develop on the D-line. You got those two, and you got Charles Omenihu, and you got the GOAT, right? So while I still want to add some guys to the defensive line, you definitely got to get a vet in there to help teach them if J.J. Watt's going to go. But there's some upside there in the defensive line. We just got to be patient. Eric Bieniemy interview Texans and will be head coach. Speak it into existence, Stephen Harris. Speak it into existence, brother. See the potential with Waring. He's huge. Hopefully talent is there too. He got all the tools, man. Hey, Chrisanity. That's how you pronounce it. I see you on Twitter. You always support me, so I appreciate you. But Kylie gonna break out next year. He finally got his feet wet. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He got his feet wet. On some nice catches too. Nowhere to go but up. Absolutely. He's a physical specimen. He's got all the athletic tools you could possibly want. He's got to put his head down and work and just improve. Work on that route running. Work on that blocking. Work on catching the ball and master the offense and get chemistry with Deshaun Watson. Absolutely. Wait, we got a new member here? When do we got a new member? Y'all are killing it today. This is the best stream ever, man. Tom Haverford. Hey, my guy. Thank you for joining the Texans Thoughts team. Hope you enjoy all the exclusive content that's currently up and that is coming your way. We're doing a lot. I go back to school on December the 8th, and that's when I'm going to get a little bit busy. But from now until then, I'm going to be pumping out a lot of draft content videos, so many. And so that'll be real interesting. So if you're interested in that, for sure, check it out. And hit that join button. Woohoo! Oh yeah, I love when y'all show love to other people showing love, It's great. If you get the entire NFL coaching staff from any team, which one would you take? Give me the Chiefs. Give me the Chiefs, man. Andy Reid, can't go wrong with that. Eric Bieniemy, not mad at that. Steve Spagnuolo, the DC, he's good. He's underrated. And you got Dave Tube, the special teams coordinator. They have the most complete coaching staff in the NFL. If I could just transfer it, pick them up, Control-C, Control-V, copy and paste them over here, oh, thank God, that would be amazing. We'd be a hell of a team. We'd be on the right track for sure. Random question. We love random questions, Jorge. We love random questions. Rodgers or Mahomes for MVP? I think I got Rodgers. Mahomes is having a bit of a down year, but he still looks great because the Chiefs have every damn thing around him, right? But I think Rodgers for MVP. You did yourself a favor, Thurman. You did yourself a favor, but yeah, if you didn't check out the game, Keke QT fumbled the ball away on the goal line, literally the 1 yard line when he was about to go into the end zone. Deshaun Watson was about to have a magical game-winning drive, but let's not relive that. Fuck that. Oh, we got too much pain, man. Chad the Goat Hansen. Is he the new GOAT? I like him, man. I like his potential. Secondary is pure doo-doo. Pure doo-doo, man. That's facts. I don't want to see this motherfuckers, misters on the team again. Merciless, Murray, Gaines, Hargraves, Cobb, Fells, Fulton. First coach that should go is the line coach. Oh, King, you preaching, man. You preaching. Tell him. I absolutely am. I'm with you. None of those guys deserve to be playing the role that they're playing currently for this team. None of them. Absolutely none of them. Cobb's the best argument, probably. I think Cobb's all right. But if he's gonna get injured, if he's not gonna, it's a lot of money to be paying him for sure, and especially when you got Keke QT. So QT for cornerback. Hey, try him out there, man. Try him out there. He got some juice. He got some quickness. Throw him in there in the slot. Can't go worse. Can't go worse. Fells is candidate number 2 for being MIA. MIA Merc, he's number 1. Fells, yeah. He's not been getting as many snaps. Been going to Aikens more, and now Pharaoh Brown as well, and Waring. But Fells, he gotta go, man. He ain't doing nothing special. Calling his nerve damage. Yeah, he's got a scary injury. He's got a scary injury. When you get Coulter out there, I'm so behind on these dang comments. I'm trying to respond to every single one, but y'all blowing it up, man. We need to get Coulter snaps. Absolutely. Coulter hurt. I think he was active on the roster today. He's just not getting any snaps. But I mean, where are you going to play him, right? You already got. I think if the game is competitive like we saw today, he's not going to get snaps. But we saw at the end of the Bears game, it was the final drive, he'll get some snaps. So if it's a game like that, if we get blown out or if we have a fat lead, then he'll get some snaps. But if I was going to be gone next year, yeah, Jacob Wright, he best be. I know we just extended him, but he does not deserve his spot on this team. We got 3 tight ends behind him that are better. 3. It's long overdue, bro. I'm Mark K on Twitter, by the way. Obviously a fan of Parks and Rec. Hey, Mark K. Hey, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Thank you for the support. Thank you. Wait, Mark K is it Mark Kubeska? That Mark K? I think that's who you're talking about. I think that's who. Rodgers MVP easy. Yes, sir. Colts fan in Indy here, 2 in a row and a heartbreaker. Watson won this one bad. He was shocked and he's scary good. Hey, Matthew. Thank you for being a good Colts fan. Thank you for not rubbing this in our face. GG's, man. GG's. Y'all go do some stuff in the playoffs. I don't want to see Pat Mahomes win another ring, man. I do not want to see it. Don't forget about Robinson. Robinson? What are y'all talking about? I don't know. Prediction for the next game. Oh, the Bengals are going to get their ass whooped, man. Bengals are going to get their ass whooped. You seeing what? Yeah, okay. Yeah, it is Mark Kubeska. Hey, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Always showing love. But yeah, you see what Deshaun is doing to this Colts defense? This is a top 3, top 5 defense, hands down. They're one of the best in the league. You look at the Bengals defense, they hot trash. So I wouldn't be surprised if Deshaun hangs 35, 40 points on them. And they don't got Burrow no more, so that offense isn't a problem. And it'll be easy dub. Easy dub. It's not Hargate's fault. Yeah, they're misusing him, man. So many players on this roster are being misused, out of position, whatnot. I just went on a rant about the secondary, but oh my God, it's crazy. The coaching staff, just getting a competent coaching staff in here is going to do wonders for this team. Because if you just think about it, like the bar is so low, bro. The bar is so low. So you get anyone in here and they got a good job of looking good, right? It's not that hard to be better than Bill O'Brien and Romeo Crennel. It's not that hard. I hate the Titans. They stole our colors. I hate the Titans too, man. Fuck the Colts. Fuck the Titans. Fuck them all. Bengals don't have Burrow. Exactly. It's going to be easy. That's a good point, Damien. That's a good point. Nothing is easy for Houston. It could be one of those games. I think we have those types of games every year where it's like the Bears game last week. It's like the Bears game where like we should beat them. Absolutely. Everything on paper says we should beat them. But are we going to have another one of those stinker games? Is that what's going to be? I don't know. We can't predict that. I don't got no crystal ball, unfortunately. Man, I jumped off my seat when I heard Scotty name because I was studying him this offseason. Damn, he looks good. Yes, sir, King. I like King. King got some good takes. King, a smart man. Scotty's great, man. I think he deserves a hell of a lot more snaps for sure. Jesus Christ, we choked again. Am I the only one who said I would be a Seahawks fan, remember? Am I the one who said, yeah. I saw the Seahawks game and then changed handle and we choked. Really? It's rough, man. It's rough. If you want to be a Seahawks fan for the rest of the season, I don't blame you, man. There's not a whole lot to watch for this team. But hey, be back next season. Be back next season with the Texans when we got a new head coach, when we got a new GM, and things are on the up. All right, Odin. All right, I better see you back here. Clowney back to Houston. Hey, I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it at all. I'd be totally down. We need his run defense. We need him. He's got to stay healthy, man. He stays healthy. He finally has an offseason to work on his craft. He's going to be a problem. I'm a big Clowney believer. That's a big argument that we don't got to get into right now. But I'm a big Clowney believer. Free agency prediction. It's really hard to predict right now because we don't know the GM. And the GM's going to make all the decisions. What does the GM prioritize? Are we prioritizing defense? Are we prioritizing offense? What are we doing? And so it's really hard to predict right now. But I will definitely have predictions for y'all after we sign the GM, because then we'll definitely know for sure. But we need to pour all the money we possibly can into the defensive line and get at least one offensive lineman. That's what I think we should do. Offseason prediction. I'm going to go with prediction we do end up hiring Eric Bieniemy. I think you look at the last time we hired Corn and Ferry, we went away with the number one coaching candidate in Bill O'Brien. And I think that's what Cal wants to do. Cal wants to make a move where it's the safe move, but there's also upside there, right? And the upside to get fans excited about the team. You go get an offensive guy who can pair with Deshaun Watson, that gets people excited about the team. That's what Cal cares about. Cal cares about filling the stands. Cal cares about getting ticket revenue, right? And so I think Eric Bieniemy is going to end up being the hire. And I think with him, his connection to a GM would be Mike Borgonzi. Mike Borgonzi is the director of player and pro player personnel out of the Chiefs. And he's one of the top GM candidates. He's my number 2 guy. I think he does a very good job with drafting, pretty solid job in free agency. And you look at that Chiefs roster, you can't be mad at the talent they've amassed, right? So, yes, sir. Odin will be back for sure. That's great to hear. I still rock my David Carr jersey. If you rock a David Carr jersey, you're an OG, man. That is crazy. That is crazy. We're still paying Aaron Colvin? Huh? That's crazy. That's so stupid. What are your thoughts on Byron Leftwich? I was up and down on Byron Leftwich, but I don't think he's all that. I think watching that Bucs offense is not fun, man. And they're very hard-headed. Bruce Arians is very hard-headed. They're trying to make Tom Brady something that he's not. And are they going to do that with Deshaun? I don't know. And then you kind of have the same thing that people say with Eric Bieniemy and Andy Reid. Is Byron Leftwich calling the plays, or is it all Bruce Arians, right? So I'm not high on Byron Leftwich personally. Like the video, y'all. Like the video. Hey, King. King is my guy. Oh, my Lord. Like the video. Subscribe if you haven't. Share it with your friends. Share it with whatever. Follow me on Twitter for sure. All that great stuff. Appreciate y'all for sure. Leftwich overrated. People want Eric. Y'all on my wavelength. Dude, Eric would help the Texans so much. Absolutely. Here's the thing. People say like Deshaun Watson can do all this great stuff with a shitty offensive coordinator, with a shitty offensive line. Just focus on the defense, right? And I hear that, but he's making a lot of these great plays. He's putting up big numbers, but the offense is still a middling offense. You check out all the stats, like we're not that good of an offense, actually. And there's only so much that Deshaun Watson can overcome and still win games, right? So let's build upon our franchise player. Let's build upon what we already do pretty well and have flashes of doing great, but let's make that consistent. And let's build and just thrive off of that offense and thrive off of Deshaun Watson and let him lead us, right? I think that's where we're going to see more wins quicker than if we try and make that defense better and go a defensive head coach. Because in my opinion, with defense, it's more about stacking talent than it is of getting the best defensive mind. The best defensive mind can only put those players in position to make a tackle, can only put those players in position to cover, but he's not actually out there doing it. You actually need the players to go execute the scheme, right? We need the Colts GM Thurman. Yes, 100%. Ed Dodds, he is my number 1 GM candidate. I wrote an article about him on TexansUnfiltered.com where I write a bunch of articles, do film breakdowns, stuff like that. So if you want to check that out, go check out the website for sure. If you had to move a tight end to a different position, who would it be and where? If I had to move a tight end to a different position, who would it be and where? Put Darren Fells at like D-line or something. That dude's 6'7", 250. Like, try him out. Why not? Let's see what we got. What are your thoughts on Zach Cunningham? Texans are goated. Zach Cunningham having a down year. Everyone, it's fair to say that. He'll probably say that. He leads the league in tackles, great, but let's look at where those tackles are being made on the field. They're being made down the field. They're being made 5, 6, 7 yards down the field, and he's missing a ton too. And so, yeah, he's a tackle machine, but he can be a lot better. And I think one thing is just the basic struggles that you have after you got paid, right? That happens to everyone, right? Everyone always has a down year after you get paid, usually. And then the other thing is the loss of DJ Reader. That's a huge hole at nose tackle now, man. And we need a new guy out there to hold double teams because none of these defensive tackles on the Texans right now are holding double teams. Not whatsoever. And we need someone like that to keep Zach Cunningham free and unblocked because when he's free and unblocked, he can just play fast and zoom, and he's the fastest dude, fastest linebacker on the field. He's going to make plays. But we need to help him out a little bit more. Do I think Garrett? No. Garrett Jones, no. He just doesn't have the experience necessary, man. I want someone with experience. We've already seen how Bill O'Brien, an inexperienced guy who had no GM experience, we saw what he can do at GM. I don't like that. I want someone with a proven track record of success at the NFL level, at already making trades, at already making free agent signings, at already extending contracts and drafting players. That's what I want. I don't want someone new who's just such a big risk like this. Like Garrett Jones, what makes him different from any of us damn here? Right? He doesn't have the experience necessary, in my opinion. Thank you, Ronald Poole. Thank you, brother. Glad you enjoy. Love doing it for y'all. What do you think we could get for JJ McMurray, Cobb, Cooks, etc.? Okay, JJ, the best you're gonna get is a second and like maybe a fourth. I think that's the best you can get. I think a first rounder is just out of the talk, unfortunately. Merck, I think you might have to give up like a seventh to get off of Merck's contract. Maybe you can get a seventh in return, but it's tough, man. It's tough. Murray, I don't think you're gonna get a lot. Maybe a sixth or a seventh. Cobb, maybe a fifth. At the most. Cooks, I think you can get a fourth, maybe a third. Maybe a third if a team is real desperate. But I think fourth is realistic for that. They can't overthink this head coaching hire. Eric is the obvious number one in my opinion. Yeah, that's something that I've been wanting to talk about is overthinking the top option. You know, Eric Bieniemy, he's a top guy. He has a very proven track record. And I think we get to the point of the offseason, or not even the offseason, but we get to the point where we're overthinking it. We're thinking about all these other names. When we really we have the top dog, let's go get him, right? And so I definitely think Eric Bieniemy is still the guy. And speaking of that, speaking of some of the other options, Joe Brady, I've been watching a lot of Joe Brady film recently in that Panthers offense. I ain't going to say nothing, but I'll have a video for y'all this week. Because it's interesting. It's very, very interesting with Joe Brady. Very interesting, I'll say that. If you follow me on Twitter, you already know where I'm going with this. But Kamara to Houston for Watt, that would be a hell of a trade. I'd do that in a heartbeat. That would be a heist. A heist. We need a running back. We need a right guard, receiver, defensive tackle, depth at outside linebacker, and a cornerback. Yup. And that's a lot of positions, right? That's a lot of needs. And so I think that's more of a 2-year thing than a 1-year thing. Because, yeah, you could sign 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, say 6 guys like that at those positions, like you said, but they might not all hit, right? Between free agency and the draft, they might not all hit. So you're hoping to hit at least half of those. Try and plug up 3 of the holes on the roster this offseason. That's a very realistic kind of low bar to hit. Plug 3 holes, then plug 3 holes next season and build off of that. Right? That's what I think. You think that Blacklock can be the run-stuffing defensive tackle that Reader was? I think he can. I think he's got it in him. We saw it at TCU. He was so good at taking on doubles, splitting doubles, and being a havoc. But it's just not translating right now. He needs to get stronger. He's a little bit undersized for that pure nose tackle like DJ Reader was. But I think he needs to build up his lower body strength because he's getting moved today. Today was not a great game. But he's got the potential for it. We gotta be patient. Belinda, really, y'all gotta really come in here and kill my vibe like that. Who do you think we should keep Kelly and fire? No, don't keep Kelly, man. I'm so mad at Kelly's scheme. He just does so many frustrating things. I don't think so. Gilberto. Hell yeah, Chad Hansen for MVP. Let's go. He's our Adam Thielen. He's our next Kevin Walter. Let's go. I would love it, man. I would love it. Trade for Nick Chubb. We give up a 2022 second rounder and a 2021 fifth rounder. That's an interesting proposal, man. And Nick Chubb is a hell of a running back. I think Nick Chubb is I think he's a top 3 running back in the NFL. Definitely. But running backs like him, like he's only going to be able to do so much behind our offensive line. If we fix our offensive line, if we get a new offensive line coach, yeah, he could be definitely dominant with us. He'd be scary, but I wouldn't give up that much capital. If it was like a third and a fifth, I'd do that. But a second is high value, and that's something that we need. We need those cheap, valuable picks to retool this defense and retool this team in general, right? You don't throw away your lottery ticket just because you didn't get the jackpot last time. Don't overthink the enemy. The wooden stick, man. Good little thing right there. I don't know what that's called. A little saying. I don't know. But you don't throw away your lottery ticket just because you didn't get the jackpot last time. Don't overthink the enemy. That's the thing. Like I said before, like we got the number 1 candidate in Bill O'Brien last time. And so people are like, we're kind of wary of this. You know, he's got some of the same question marks. Like, are we going to go with the number 1 offensive guy again? Do we want an offensive mind? You can't hold Bill O'Brien's failures against Eric Bieniemy. They're in completely different situations. And not every offensive head coach is going to be bad. Bill O'Brien is the exception, not the rule. He is a once in a lifetime type of horrible ass coach and horrible GM, right? There's not many that horrible like him. It's crazy. I don't think Bieniemy is going to be that bad whatsoever. The thing with Joe Brady is this is his first year being a coordinator, first year head coach. Brady needs a year or two. Exactly. And that's my thing. You know, I'm gonna leave it a secret for y'all because I'll have a video coming. But you on to me, Chrisanity. You on to me. Joe Brady, Greg Roman, and Brian Dabble interview for and still roll with Eric Bieniemy. That's fine. Yeah, I'd be happy with that. Interview them all. Interview all 100 candidates. I don't care. Interview as many people. Cast a wide net. But if you go away with Eric Bieniemy, hey, you can't say that we didn't interview a lot of people, right? You can't say they only had their eyes set on him. You know what I mean? Where's the moderator? Get these dang Colts fans out of here. Should get Kareem Hunt. I love Kareem Hunt. What's his contract situation like, Thurman? I don't know. I mean, I asked this before, but why did you become a Texas fan? I just chose all Houston sports. Yeah, so if you guys don't know, I'm actually Canadian. I'm from Toronto, born and raised in Toronto. I go to Vancouver for school. My 3rd year of college, but I wish I had an amazing story. Like, I wish I did, but to be completely honest, when I was young, the first football game that I saw on TV was the Texans. It was the Texans versus the Titans, and I fell in love, man. Fell in love with Andre Johnson and Arian Foster just wiping the floor with the Titans. They were just doing crazy things that, like, I didn't understand the game of football. I didn't understand these crazy elite athletes doing wild things, catching one-handed passes, Randy Mossing people. I didn't understand Arian Foster, like, making these crazy cuts. Like, I thought it was amazing. I thought it was a spectacle. I didn't understand that those guys are like generational talents, you know what I mean? So to me, it was such an amazing thing to watch. And I fell in love with those two as players and as talents and as athletes. And they really drew me into the team. And I've been a fan ever since, you know? So those guys, they're my favorite players of all time. Absolutely. Dre and Foster. They got me into the Texans, man. Every player we picked up in the draft, they have the potential to be a great football player. It's just the coaches. Yeah, man. I think this draft class and even last draft class, they showed it. Titus Howard has showed it. He's going to be the right tackle of the future. I think Max Sharping, he showed his rookie season. He can do it, man. The coaches just got to stop fucking with him. He can be left guard. Who was after that? Charles Omenihu. He's definitely a place in this team. Absolutely. Kylie Waring, was that the year we took Kylie Waring, or did we take Kylie Waring a year before that? I don't really remember. But then you look at this year, you know, Blacklock and Grenard, we got to be patient with them. You look at a guy like John Reed, who showed a little bit in his first game, but he's got to get out there, man. The coaches are holding them back. Absolutely. So I definitely think we got to be patient. It's called an analogy, by the way. There you go. Michelangelo helping me out. My brain ain't a little slow today. My brain a little slow. Manuel, greetings from Germany. Really love your vids. Hard time for being a Texans fan. I can't read either. Holy shit. But I'm really excited for this offseason. I'm really excited too, Manuel. Thank you for the support from Germany. That's awesome. It's always great to see you guys coming in from all over the world. That's crazy to me. I thought this was just going to be an American thing, honestly. But awesome. Thank you, brother. I'm really excited too, man. We got the potential to really turn around this team. Really turn around this team. Hey, you know what? We're gonna move on from that, Cameron. Defensive line has problems blowing through the block, and O-line needs a coach who can teach these guys because we've been dealing with offside penalties for years. Absolutely, I think the offside penalties, the false starts, the illegal formations is definitely an indictment on the coaching staff. Absolutely. Damien, yeah, Bill O'Brien's trash, hot trash. I don't think he'll ever get a job in the NFL unless it's a water boy, maybe. Do you even watch Canadian football? Nah, Canadian football is a joke. Canadian football is not. It's just not on the same level as the NFL. It's not even close. So I don't. Have you heard Titus? What the fuck? What? He got hospitalized? He left the game because it was a concussion. Hopefully it's not like brain damage or nothing crazy like that. That'd be wild. That would be wild. You're a Houston Texans fan, but you feel bad about the team. Yeah, I get it. The season's over, man. Let's fast forward to the end of the season. Let's get through this offseason. Let's get these hires in. Let's get these new draft picks, these new free agents, and let's start getting excited about the team again. I'm so ready for that because this season sucked. Defended Keke since his touchdown in the playoffs against Colts, but he doesn't drop that. We win. Oh my God, what just happened to my voice? Excuse me. I'm talking too much. Yeah, man, Dan, you missed my big rant. Maybe you were there earlier, but I had a big rant on Keke, and he's pissed me off because it's not just the first time he's done this. It's not. If it was just the first time, I wouldn't be that mad. I wouldn't be pissed off. But I just got the announcement, the notification. Titus Howard hospitalized. He will remain in an Indianapolis hospital as precaution after sustaining a concussion. Hopefully, okay. They're just being safe with him. Hopefully, because we need him, man. I like Salah and Bieniemy. Hope we get both. That'd be crazy, but I think they're both going to want a head coaching job. They're not going to be like just one's offensive coordinator, one's defensive coordinator. I am losing my voice. Holy shit. Louis Riddick must be the right choice for the job to bring a Super Bowl to Houston Texans. I love Louis Riddick. Absolutely. I think he's an outside of the box candidate, but he's still got that NFL experience that you like to see. He was a director of pro player personnel for the Washington at the time, our word, and the Eagles as well. And he's done some good things. And the things I've heard of him from anonymous NFL scouts that you'll see in articles, or not scouts, but sources, is great things. He's a great communicator. He's a good leader. He will instill a culture right away, and he understands that you need to build around Deshaun Watson and elevate him and make his job easier. I think he's a free agent. Kareem Hunt, a free agent? I was just looking at running back free agents. I thought he wasn't. But I might be wrong. What do you think our record would be if he still had up? Maybe like 3 more wins, something like that. Of all the drafts, this is the one to be missing early picks. Absolutely. It's going to be a crapshoot. It's going to be very hard to value where guys are going to be going this year with so many people opting out and just a year being so crazy. So maybe we lucked out in that sense. I still would have loved to have our top 5 pick. Definitely. Don't take that away from me. I still love it. But, maybe we lucked out in that sense. Love Keke, but can't defend him no more. I feel you, man. It's hard. He needs to work on his carrying, his ball security. It's a basic thing. How do you not know it right now? It's your 3rd year in the league. How do you not know catch the ball and tuck it? Catch the ball and tuck it, man. Come on, man. I just excited to see Scotty and Coulter. I don't care about everyone else. That's me, man. I feel you on that. For me, who am I watching the rest of the season? I'm watching Deshaun Watson be great. I'm watching Jacob the Goat Martin. Hopefully he can be great too. I'm watching Isaiah Coulter get more time, Chad Hansen, Keke QT, Kahale Waring, Scotty Phillips, Buddy Howell. That's who I'm watching. Oh, also Lonnie Johnson and Charles O'Menhu. Let's see them continue to grow, continue to get better. Those are your guys, Oh, the Chiefs OC. Yes, sir, Dan. Yes, sir. I hope to play better next year. I hope so too, man. I hate talking about I need a moderator. Whoever said that, they right. Why Colts fans finding this, man? We bring in Salah. He brings in Earl Thomas. Possible. I think he definitely brings in Richard Sherman. You listen to Richard Sherman talk about him, and if you haven't, check out the latest video on my channel. Talk about Robert Saleh, make the case for him, and why he's my number 2 guy. Number 2, not number 1. Number 2. But I think he brings Richard Sherman for sure. Still not the time to give Miami a top pick, and Keke has to be more decisive. Absolutely, Joshua. Absolutely. It's exactly what I was just saying. I want my top 5 pick. I want my high 2nd round pick too. Could you imagine how much better we could be if we have those picks? Those are you can draft a game changer, man. You can draft a game changer. and with a top 5 pick. Absolutely. Do you think Phillips is coming back? I think so. I think they'll keep him on the practice squad / like the end of the 53 roster. I think he's showing something because he can do a lot of things for you. He can run the ball on first down in between the tackles. He can be your receiving guy on third down, and he can return kicks. And not only the Texans, but every team loves versatility. The more you can do, the better. And so I do think Scotty, he will be back. To be fair, he tried to make a play. He tried to be a hero. He did. I get it. I see where he's coming from. But he's just doing too much, man. He's doing too much. That'll be great. You like Steven Silas as head coach. So I'm not a Rockets fan. But everything I've heard from Rockets fans I trust and Rocket fans I follow, good things. Good things. Steven Silas doing good things. Oh my God. We've been at this for an hour and 15. Oh my God, appreciate everyone for coming out here. Really do. The support has been amazing. The donations, the membership joins, everything like that. Hit the like button if you haven't. Subscribe if you haven't. Appreciate y'all so much. I love doing these. I love talking about the games after the game and ranting, man, and answering y'all questions. It's cool how we all just ranting on you, lol. You should add a therapist on your bio. Oh yeah, therapist thoughts? Therapist thoughts? That might have to be the new channel name, bro. Yeah, get all your rants out, man. Get all your emotions out. Come at me. I got you. I got you, man. David Johnson needs to be cut. We an elite running back. If they cut him, ain't nobody gonna pick him up. Team don't know the team. We want an elite running back? I think that's what you mean. If we cut him, no one gonna pick him up. Yeah, he kind of washed at this point. Not gonna lie. I want a company in England and go every home game. I love Texans. You fly to Houston from England? Oh, Dan is doing well. Dan with the subtle flex out here. Dan's like, I own a company. No big deal. I fly from England every game. No big deal. No, I'm playing with you, Dan. I'm playing with you. That's the dream, man. That is the dream. I'm jealous. I'm jealous of you. We have to get Joe Thuney. I feel you, Dayon Crumbly. Hey, you've been a long time supporter too. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you coming through for the live stream. I feel you. I want to pay Joe Thuney or Brandon Sheriff, the best interior offensive lineman on the market. I want to pay them big money, but I don't want to pay them big money. I want them on our team, but they're going to demand big money. And that's the thing. And I don't think we can throw another big money contract to the offense like that. I think we need to spend big money on this defense. That's my thoughts. We need to shut down corn and forget everything else right now. Absolutely. William Jackson III, man. He's one of my top free agent targets. All right, bye. Peace out, Thurman. Peace out. Thank you for coming through. We've been in here a long time. Room is like the Texans locker room. Get this Colts fan out of here, bro. Jets up big right now. Who the Jets playing? Najee Harris and Puka Williams. I like Puka Williams. I like him. He got juice. Good mid-round option. Do we can beat the Houston Texans, beat the Bengals? Do you think the Houston Texans can beat the Bengals next Sunday? Absolutely. On paper, absolutely. This should be a dub. Absolutely. Joshua needs a job, Dan. I need a job too, man. Help me out. I would love a job from Dan. What's your company, Dan? What you do? Can you help us all out in the chat? Hire these people in the chat. Yeah, I just love Houston. Oh, that's amazing, man. That is the dream. Call it Texans rant. Casey Gorman. Hey, how you doing, brother? Appreciate you, man. Nerve damage isn't something to play about. I had nerve damage when I played football and it ruined my football career. Absolutely. Nerve damage is a tricky injury. And that's what Gary Conley's got. That's why the surgery took so long, because it's a hard injury to diagnose. What are they going to do? But he went through with it. Let's see how the recovery process goes. Give him a 1-year deal. Prove it again. Let's see. Pick up the lineman. Oh, you on to me, curry sauce. You on to me, man. You on to me. I made a video on my draft scouting kind of series for Texans Thoughts team members. Hit the join button below, membership exclusive. But I made a video talking about Landon Dickerson. He's the center for Alabama, and he's a beast. I think he's the best interior offensive lineman in this class. But he had an injury, and he had to get carted off the field. And so, I hate to see injuries. I really do. I hate to see player injuries. That's why these guys don't want to play in bowl games. That's why they want to opt out the season, because they probably just cost him some money. Probably did, and that sucks. But if they could drop his draft stock, that's the one positive out of it. If Texans can pick him up in the 3rd, woo, they are set. They are set. He's an absolute beast of a center. Start day 1. See you, Nick Martin. Yeet him off the team. Yeah. You own an aquatic center. Dan, can I be the lifeguard? I don't know. I'll do something for y'all. I make videos. I'll make promotional videos for your aquatic center. I got you. Texans need to draft linemen that played in the SEC. SEC, man, go up against the best talent. That's what you gonna get. You know, iron sharpens iron, right? So I like that. I like that a lot. All right, last comment here from Dan, because we love Dan. Like, can come and see and feed. Oh, that's what you mean. I don't know why I thought you meant like an aquatic center, like a pool. That's what I thought you meant, but that's dope. Feed rare fish, turtles, and gators. Oh, that's dope. Dan doing it right. Dan got a hell of a business. Go if you're from England, go check out Dan's business. I don't know what it's called, but all right. That's gonna do it for the video. Thank you guys for coming out, for listening to me rant. I'm glad I could be therapist thoughts for an hour and 20 minutes. And if you want to jump in a pond with a gator, oh, I'm down. That sounds like fun. I'm down. Fly me out to England, Dan. Fly me out, brother. I'll come jump in a pond. We'll make a video out of it together. Don't worry. Don't skip me. Get out of here, Alex. Joshua, man. Hire Joshua, Dan. Help him out. Hire me and Josh. We got you. Don't worry. The Jets beat the Rams? Oh my God. They're going to beat the Rams? Oh no. Willing to go relocate too. See, we flexible, Dan. Be flexible. Hire us. We gonna work with the Gators. I'll be down. But all right. Enough of the jokes. UK Aquatic Predator, if you want to shout it. UK Aquatic Predator. I got you, Dan. Don't worry. I got you. Hey, you in England, you in the UK, if you're into aquatic predators, if you're into aquatic animals of that sort of type of thing, if that tickles your fancy, is that the saying? I don't know. If that floats your boat, go check out my boy Dan, UK Aquatic Predator, and give him some business, man. Maybe he'll reward me with a job for that shout out. Maybe. I'm kidding. All right. Thank you guys for the video. Thank you guys for coming out for the video, for the live stream. Appreciate all the support, all the donations, all the members, all the new members. Thank you guys so very much. I do appreciate the support. See you next week. Love your videos. Thank you, Dan. Appreciate you, brother. I'll have a video out on Joe Brady this week. And so be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for more draft videos, more GM head coach stuff. Thank you guys so much. Hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow me on Twitter. Check out the website. Shout out to you, Texans Thoughts. Appreciate you, Joshua. Appreciate you, Cameron Setliff. See y'all. Thank you. I'll buy Texans one day. You'll buy the whole Texans. Dan gonna buy the whole. Dan is the new owner of the Texans. Buy Cal McNair. See ya. Dan the best. I trust Dan. Dan, his name is literally Dan Best. He is the best. He's going to be better than Cal. He's going to buy the Texans. All right. Peace out, guys.